Hello, my name is Lindsey. I'm a member of the Ohio Advocates for Medical Freedom, and today we were in the Ohio Health Committee hearing for HB 559, which would require parents to have a conversation with a vaccine licensed administration professional about their reasons to opt out for vaccines for their child for school entry in kindergarten, 7th grade or 12th grade, or if they change schools. And I just wanted to give a little bit of my insight to what happened today. A lot of firstly, the people that were proponents were either financial recipients from vaccine manufacturers, or they were those that administer vaccines to the public. There was one person who was not a professional, but she does support an organization. She's the founder of a cervical cancer foundation, and they are holding and sponsoring an HPV summit in August where they will be discussing how to best get HPV mandated for school entry so that they can have maximum uptake. So I just want to recap a few things that happened in the committee today, since we were barred from audio and video recording by Chairman Huffman. When I just want to note that we've never been barred from audio or video recording the Health Committee in the past, as numerous bills have been discussed in the Health Committee, but it was said today that audio and video recording would be barred from the committee. One of the interesting things that was asked by one of the committee members was, how is a healthy unvaccinated child a threat to those in the classroom? Which the answer to that by one of the proponents was, specks of measles, quote, will go through the air and find the unvaccinated people, end quote, which I thought was quite interesting. I didn't know that measles were heat-seeking measles, insert joke here. Another question was, vaccinated versus unvaccinated. What are the rates of vaccinated individuals that are not protected or don't have an uptake of the vaccine? That same proponent did not have an answer, but she said it was, quote, a minority. So we're not sure about that. A few of the other things that were discussed, 3 times they said that vaccines were safe and effective. Basically, the gist of all the proponent testimony was that this is not changing anything. This is just a conversation that needs to happen between a doctor and a patient. However, that doctor must be a licensed vaccine immunization provider, meaning if it's a chiropractor or another physician that you would be in the care of, they would not be permitted to sign this form, even though they are the physician of care for your family. You would not get to choose. This would be a state-chosen professional that you would have to speak to that does not know your family history. Just one of the last things that was noted, basically it was a lot of scare tactics and a lot of we are protecting those that can't get immunized, those that have, they kept saying that there was a minority of people, a very small minority that opts out, yet they kept saying that they didn't have the rates. One rep did point out that they do actually have those rates and they are sent through the health department, and one of the proponents noted that schools are not following current law and sending that to the health department, which asked the question, should this be an issue for schools abiding by current law instead of making a new requirement for parents? Also, I didn't see where this form had to be signed by anybody that is doing the vaccines. It's only been mentioned for parents that opt out, which would say that parents that have a fully immunized or vaccinated child, however you'd like to say it, would not be required to have this conversation, would not have that undue financial or time burden. So that's the update from the Statehouse today. We're not sure if we'll be on the Health Committee hearings thus far until after break, which would be sometime around November, but we'll keep you posted to what happens if we're on committee next week. Thanks.